You know, ladies and gentlemen, all people in show business, their ambition is to go to Hollywood and make a picture. Well, a brilliant young Englishman did just that not very long ago. He went over to Hollywood, made a picture, and was directed by the wonderful Gene Kelly. And the other day, I went down to Drury Lane Theatre to see him, and I spent about 3 hours with him, but I'm afraid you can only say a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, come with me and meet Michael Crawford. Michael?
Hello?
Larry!
How are you?
I'm fine, how are you? Lovely to see you. Oh, you enjoy that?
No, it's all right.
I say, lovely theatre, but no chairs.
No.
Shall we?
It's a bit full in there.
Michael, you've given so many people so many laughs and much pleasure. Who makes you laugh?
On the screen, on the film, I go back, way back to Buster Keaton, Harold Lloyd, Laurel and Hardy. I don't think they've ever been beaten. I don't think they've ever been surpassed, and may never be.
I love Jack Benny.
Yes. These people could. You could put the alphabet in front of them, and you hear them saying A, B, C, D. You'd laugh at Jack Benny. Yes. That was supposed to be Jack Benny, and
I could tell, Michael.
And you could.
I could tell.
And then if you put it in front of Laurel and Hardy to read the A, B, C, they would make you laugh.
Yes.
They would make you laugh.
Yeah. Because you've been to Hollywood, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, but I've never got to Hollywood yet. By the time I get there, it'll all be gone, I think. What was it like over there?
I think Hollywood still does have that about it. If you go through Beverly Hills and they have all the houses there and the pools, it's still very, very exciting. Gene Kelly still has this thing about him.
Well, he would, wouldn't he, really?
He says, "Hi, Mike," and he looks just like he's going to break into a routine in a minute. I remember when working with Barbra Streisand, they had this, you have a dressing room, which my dressing room, they walked me into and they said, "This is where you're going to live for the next 6 months, and you have it as you want, Mr. Crawford, this is it." And it was vast. I mean, it was a whole suite. And I thought, well, I'm never going to be able to use any of this. No, is it the right colour? I said, yes, I like blue, but is it the right shade of blue? And it was the Doctor's Hospital in Peyton Place, in fact, the front of it. Because they use everything. There's nothing wasted there, you see.
Yeah.
And I'm in quite a few episodes of Peyton Place, coming out in a bowler hat, ready to go on the set of Hello Dolly. I used to get a little extra money that way. Yeah. So they said, when you're on the lot, we're going to have a caravan right next to the actual studio, because this was a 100-yard walk, and they thought we'd get exhausted walking that far. So they gave us a caravan outside the studio, and they said to Barbra Streisand, "Oh, what sort of caravan would you like?" She said, "What do you mean, you know, what sort of caravan?" And I don't mind. So they said, well, 20 foot, 30 foot, 40 foot. And so obviously, she, not being an idiot, said 40 foot.
Yeah.
And they said, "How would you like it decorated?" So she said, well, you know, what do you mean? So, well, Edwardian, Victoriana. Oh, Victoriana, I love Victoriana. You know, fine. So they did it out in Victoriana. It was 40 foot long, and it looked sensational. I mean, I could have bought it afterwards and lived in it forevermore. And I used to keep mine underneath the front end of hers. Yes. I had a 4'10" one, and it was really nice. At least I kept out the sun. Here, we're unlucky. It's really sensational. Ginger Rogers had her dressing room here when she...
Yes, in Maine, yes.
And so it's all done like an Eastern tent. So
they've
now put a big notice up on the door, got Ginger Crawford on the door.
Where do you think entertainment's going to, Michael?
We've done something, I think, with this musical. Like it's broken a lot of records. It's got a lot of people coming to see it. I mean, we've got Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers number, which is vast. So we're copying Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. If that's what people want to see, we've still got to get up there and perform it as cleverly as we possibly can. Yes. If we get up there like klutzes, nobody's going to laugh at it. They're not going to, I mean, they are going to laugh. They're not going to sit there and think, that looks marvellous. Yeah. So my next job will be twice as hard as this one, because I've got to be as good as this.
I think you're going to be here for a long time.
I hope so.
Yeah, of course.
I pay my rent, up to date, everything's in order. I keep myself clean at all times.
Isn't he lovely? He really is such a nice boy, and you go along to Drury Lane and see him because he really is absolutely marvellous.